and we'd like to show it to you today for the first time. And we call it the iPad.
This is a revolutionary piece of technology. Never before could one enjoy so many forms of entertainment in such a convenient piece of equipment. The iPad is the definition of convergence, all the way from the hype and social networking around the release to the collaboration of industries and mediums. The iPad delivers a product that transcends traditional media and transforms what our culture is accustomed to. This indeed may be the future of information delivery. With the way our culture is shifting, the way we get our information is becoming much more of a community effort. Gone are the days when the 6 p.m. news or the morning paper were the only forms of mass communication to people. Today, people are reaching out to the internet to become part of a community where information is shared and the collective intelligence of the group is the power. The industry of Macintosh speculation, known as Mac Rumors, began with a regular column in the now-defunct Mac Week magazine called Mac the Knife, and it was written under a pseudonym. The column would often cover topics such as upcoming hardware releases from Apple, as well as new software products and incremental updates with new features. It was written by the MacWeek staff and was sometimes used by the company as an early form of viral marketing to generate buzz around products before they were ready for release. The Apple rumor community is concerned with Apple Inc. and its products, including the Mac, the iPhone, and the iPod. In recent years, a subculture has developed around the rumor sites and the new products and services from Apple. The company enjoys a cult-like following for its Macintosh platform. This, combined with a very tight-lipped corporate policy about future Mac products, has fostered this interest in the company's activities. A lot of correct information is transferred on these Mac rumor sites. Some rumors, which came true, started in the 1990s with the Pippin. In the last 3 years, rumors on these sites which have come to be include the iPhone, the iPod Touch, and the iPad. The Apple rumor community is currently made up of several major websites. The main rumor sites are 9to5Mac, Apple Insider, Mac Rumors, and Mac Scoop. This very large community of people sharing information really shows the push toward a collective intelligence and the shift away from how we got our news traditionally. People become part of these communities and are valuable members because if they were not interested, they would not be part of them.
This is how you turn it on. This is your music. This is your email. This is the web. And this is a call on your iPhone.
Did the new It thing live up to the hype? On June 29th, 2007 at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Apple Inc. released the much anticipated iPhone to the public. This was pop culture at its best. Lines hundreds of people deep for a glorified iPod? No, people were waiting in line to be part of history. This wasn't going to cure cancer, but it was the coolest tech gadget of the last 3 years. Apple computers have always been more than just a boring tech company. Apple is tied in more with pop culture than any company ever. The iPhone isn't an overhyped product. It is what pop culture is all about. There was tremendous build-up all over tech sites and the rumor community. Article after article in the papers mention it. Magazine after magazine, blog after blog. It was everywhere. People call this hype. It is. But it's more than that. It's the perfect product meeting the best marketed company of all time. The company that makes people not want their products, but need to have them. A desire to use them, touch them. An obsession that goes beyond what a normal relationship with a machine should be.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
You know, with iMovie, you can easily make a video, just like the one I made with Gerard's wife the other day.
Very funny. If you slept with my wife, what's her name?
Her name's Linda, and I think we have a clip. Let's take a look.
Oh, that whore.
Anyone who watches the shows 24, Entourage, Dexter, CSI, or House, just to name a few, are aware of Apple's conspicuous product placement. Apple products such as the iMac and iPod, which are the two best-known products for Apple, have been featured over 350 times in the past 4 months on 38 different network primetime shows, for a total of 26 minutes of exposure. As services like DVR become more prevalent, consumers are watching fewer and fewer commercials, and product placement is becoming increasingly more significant. It doesn't matter how funny or creative a commercial is anymore if people aren't watching them and fast-forwarding through them. So how does Apple get its products into some of today's most popular shows? The process isn't entirely clear, but Apple has repeatedly stated that it doesn't pay for product placement. The obvious answer is that Apple gives its products away for use in certain productions. The strategic placement of consumer products on TV shows and in movies is quite common now, but it's something Apple has been working at and refining for quite some time. With most product placements typically involving seeing a product in the background or having a character specifically mention a brand name mid-sentence, Apple products sometimes take center stage in the actual plots of the certain TV shows. For example, in the episode of The Office where the staff exchange Christmas presents, Michael buys a video iPod for Ryan, the intern. The iPod soon becomes sought after by all the other employees as the staff begin trading gifts. Not only is Apple great at television product placement, but they have also had an impressive resume of product placement in blockbuster films such as Zoolander, Independence Day, and Mission Impossible. The fact that Apple is able to achieve such widespread product placement free of charge is an advertiser's dream come true. Apple certainly isn't the only company who gets free product placement, but when you consider the quality and number of shows that feature Apple products and feature them prominently, it becomes clear that Apple is playing the product placement game extremely well. This all shows us that Apple is becoming a major part of mainstream media. The amount of exposure viewers have to this particular brand can really have an effect on the population. With Apple being featured and associated with so many things, it is hard to argue that Apple Inc. is not a major cultural force. Apple is beginning to be seen as a cultural icon and a force for change in this technological time. The buzz they create by being so well known drives technology sales. We are now in a time where people are drawing their influences from many types of media and in ways where traditional advertising is not effective anymore. Apple is aware of its market and has developed new ways to reach the target audience. Even the other day at the Grammys, Stephen Colbert wittingly pulled out an iPad during his presentation speak, invoking laughter and intrigue from fans in attendance and at home. This is just another way Apple's products are reaching a greater audience than many other companies, thus giving it the cultural edge.